Hi. So, I have been doing a little bit of games off camera, and I'm just gonna explain this process. So, basically, I purposely lost some games, and I wanted to start from fresh, like 100 elos or something. But a lot of you guys watching on average are a lot better than 100 elos, so I had to like play a little bit of games just to get to like at least around 300, 400 elos. I believe some of you guys don't know how the chess piece moves, but that's all right. I'm just here to showcase and walk through this process, and we're trying to get to 2000 elo because that's my maximum at this point. That's my maximum capabilities, and hopefully we do it in as little losses as we can. I've recorded the points below in green, as in the wins, draws, and the losses. So let's get started. All right, so we're gonna play some games, and let's go to okay. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me just change the audio. I was kind of goofing around with it. Before we do that, yeah, this is a meme I thought of. It's kind of funny. Anyways, um, let me go to the settings and change that just. And it's kind of laggy, so not the best quality, but not the worst at the same time. Let's change the boards of pieces, inside board. Or actually, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna highlight it for now. I don't usually highlight it, but um, I'm gonna change this background. It's supposed to be a little funny, but I don't want it to be too distracting, you know? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just save that first of all. And then I'm gonna go to standard. This way you guys can see the board a lot better. Anyways, let's get right into it. So okay, so I got a higher Riz. Okay, this guy might be a Smurf, but we'll just play along for now. So in the center game, I always take. Okay, should have taken back, but it's fine. So what I like to do is I like to defend it with a knight, and he's accepting a second gamut. So do we want to take? I don't see any theories. It just says custom position, which makes it a little harder for me to visualize or read the book moves, but it's all right. I kind of had that. I'm gonna so in chess mainly, you might want to like develop your pieces and get your pieces in action, but in this level, um, at 290 elos or 300, 400 elos, I would say up to 800 to 1200 elos, you just want to focus on developing pieces and just getting them into action and just not blending materials. That's all there is to it. But as you go higher and higher, then you have to think more strategically and positionally instead of tactically, just tactically, you know. Tactics are good. Like this is tactics, pin the queen, and now he just loses the queen, and then I just pretty much win the game. Yes, I gained 29 elos, but we're gonna play a little more than that. We're just gonna keep on going until like it kind of saturates to like 80 elos game or something. He moves his king. We can just simply take. You know what? In this case, we just develop our knight because we are guaranteed to win a piece. So one tip is like if he's not taking back, then you could just keep developing. It's that simple. But I don't want to overly complicate things. So what you can do is you can just okay, he's unpaired his queen, so now it's a good time to take the queen. You could just like you just keep playing. That's all. You just keep playing from there until he resigns. Now this is a 288 low level. Now just simply trade off pieces. I would do. There's a whole lot to it, except just to trade off pieces. If he moves his bishop, then we just take. he's understands some concepts, but except for the fact he's blundered his queen in like I don't know, three moves, move three. Yeah, so we'll just take that and we'll castle. There you go. He's taken it. You can do it two ways. In this case, it wouldn't matter, but I would take with a knight because you have more control over the diagonals and you have more control over here. And go back, and it's just you have a lot more control overall, and it's just very much better than just opening up this pawn and then just pretty much getting your rooks in action because your rooks don't come into action until like you get to the very end of the game. That's what these bishops and knights are for. Now, now we keep pushing the attack, and we want to create a pressure. So I don't think he has much other than that rook that might defend it. So basically, that's a blunder as well, because I just take the rook, and let me see if I find a checkmate. Hmm. If I move here, then yeah, I just win rook either way. I know I'm making it a little complicated, but if he moves his bishop, then I just take the queen either way, and then we can just take the rook. We can also take. Let's just think about this. So I've highlighted the things for you just to make it easier for you to read. I can take this, but there's a bishop defending it. I could take this, and life is good. I don't see any problem with taking, so we can just do that. He might defend with a bishop. That's fine. We'll just take it because the whole point is we we basically try to remove all the nonsense, all the pieces, just so we can just win the game. Because we're up by 15 points below, and he has almost nothing. Now I'm not trying to like go with a wayward queen attack or trying to go with the maiden one because this is like I don't want to say this is I just don't like it. Now I do find a good move. If we move here, then this wins a bishop because queen king has nowhere else to go other than here or here. Actually, actually just here. And I think that would almost be mate. And we moved here because it's defended by the queen. Now we can take the bishop. And all right, let's think about this. We can either take it slowly or just win the game. I know I'm taking my time with this, but the whole idea is me trying to just trying to like help you guys out. Now, if I go here, he goes here, and I go here, and then he's forced to go here, and I think that's a good move. I can either take the knight as well, even. But at the same time, you can just go here. Nothing much will happen. But if he wants to defend his rook, then I have a check over here. So let's go here. From my understanding, that there's people at the lower levels are even getting better at the game, and the standards just getting higher these days. And that's from what I recall. And that's just how it is. People are just getting smarter. Now I think that's almost mate. Let me see something. Okay, let's just go here and prepare for that checkmate. I think we're done. He has nowhere else to go, and all these squares are blocked by this queen and the knight as well, but mainly the queen. But can't go here because that knight is blocking it, and I think we win this game. That's all there is to it. So he moves his pawn, and it does nothing. You guys have to understand that if you just move your pawn like that, it really has no purpose unless when you're like in an endgame probably. But we'll get to that later in that stage later. But anyways, this is like how you win the game. Now you can go to review. So I made zero mistakes, zero blunders, zero misses, obviously, but you can just go here and analyze the game. Let me see, am I recording it? We got 90, which isn't bad, but it's all right. I mean, there's not a whole lot to it, except for the fact I've made. I only got good moves because I was kind of taking my time, but yeah, this is a good move. Yeah, Engine deems this to be a better move. I agree because I have this, and then if he pushes a pawn, then that's a check. But now we can just play. Look at that. It's not a whole lot to it, honestly, but I'm just looking at the game anyways. So we've gained up to 319 yields. Okay, that's not too bad, but we're trying to speed run into 2000 yield because there's more theories to 2000 yield than like 1500 to 1900 yield range. There's more theories. Hold on, wait, did I miss mate? I think I missed mate. Oh, it's a mate in 4. Let's see if we can find it. So if he moves there, then we can just... Actually, that's not the right move. We were just kind of taking our time, but you see the idea, you know? We move here. Then we move this knight. So he's forced to move here. And then, so if his only legal move is here, here. Actually, if his only legal move is to move back, then we can just go like that. And then, there's no way to defend it. If he goes here, then that's just checkmate simply. Yeah, and that's how you win the game. Anyways, just keep going. Let's hope he doesn't blunder the queen in one move or 3 moves. So we're gonna start with our traditional opening e4. He moves e4 or d5, e5, d5. Now, I don't like to play knight in the f. I don't like to play knight f3. I just prefer to play something more simple. I just like to play knight to c3, in my opinion, because I have so many options of what I could play. I could play here, here, or here, here. I have a lot of. I can play this, and if he plays bishop here and knight here, I can play the Messiner Missy's Gambit, or as I like to call the copycat variation. But we'll get to that in a second. So let's just for now play knight of here, because this is attacking the queen, attacking, defending the pawn at the same time. We can move here. Now we're giving him time to think, and that's where we kind of want that. Um, Now what I like to do is create a tempo. You can play pawn here. I mean, that's fine. You can always play pawn here, pawn here, but it's not an ideal move, you know what I'm saying? It's I wouldn't say it's a bad move, it's just a weak move in my opinion. So what we can do is we want to create an attack for the queen, but at the same time getting tempo and gaining the center attack. So what we want to do is move the knight here, and the queen is being attacked. So he has like this option, but if he goes here, then I get one with a check. And there's a special tactic actually, when he moves here. Alright, so he moves there. He's given me the right to take this pawn, and we can do that. So there's really not a whole lot to it here. You just take the pawn simply. So we just gain tempo. If he tries to kick the knight, we just kick the queen out, and it's not exactly what I'm going to do. So you have to understand that if your queen's being attacked, then you have to move your queen somewhere by the more vulnerable or weaker pieces. So now we have the right to take the queen, but we can also observe our moves. All right, so you can just simply take the queen, and it's that simple. Now, when your piece is being attacked, if He has two ways of taking it. Either with this pawn, or this pawn. Now we can just control what I like to call is control the center. So we move this pawn over here. Remember, this pawn is guarded by the queen, and the whole idea was moving this pawn two steps forward is to basically prepare to attack with the bishop. If this pawn is open, then this move would be ideal. However, we don't want to move here because this just kicks the knight back, sort of. And we've kind of went this far, so what we want to do is, let's move the up. I know it's not an ideal move. I mean, it's not a bad move either, but I want to kick this knight at the same time. We don't want him to like gain this control. All right, so we have two options: take with the knight or guard with the bishop. I think we can just take. You know what? Let's guard with the bishop. The reason why I say this is because we're kicking the knight either way, and we want to kind of like block it in a way. We just want to remove pieces one by one since we're up a queen. So let's do that. All right. We're gonna play until like 400 elos. Okay. Now we've gained this advantage. We can just take the knight. The reason why is if he takes, and he didn't see that I have a 4. And I take the stronger material. And this wins a rook. The knight. So you have to pay attention to your checks and your surroundings when it comes to this game. So moves this side. And take the rook. But I kind of just want to speed it up to 1200 because I believe that's where most of you, actually some of you would be as well, you know. Because this is just like common sense, I guess. I wouldn't say common sense, but it's just like how the game goes, you know. This is just like me playing with a beginner, so let's just go with the scholar's mate trick, and then just, take it, you know. Let's see if he sees that, and then we can observe. Mm-hmm. Yep, he does see it. However, you want to give a check? Let's give a check. But he's gonna move his king here, so I think this move's fine. I can just go really quickly and just play as I go, but and he just kind of blunders the checkmate. But you gotta understand that if your king's being attacked, then you have to move to the right squares, you know? Anyways, I don't want to keep it too long, so let's just take this. And we win. Like that. We'll just keep playing. Alright. Hopefully plays different opening. Alright. He plays d4, so what I like to display e5 and start up the England's gambit, but a lot of people just might play the London, and I don't like the London, so I don't come across. It's rare that I come across a London when I play d5, and you don't want to deal with the London. So if you don't want to deal with the London, just play e5 at this point, because he has no control over that square with the bishop. So he's forced to move here or here. And this is not a strong move for the bishop. Now, he moves a knight over here, attacking the pawn. We can either take, but we don't want to give him the advantage of moving the queen up there. So we'll just move the pawn over here. And he might just move here. Yeah. And I'm just recording. Yep. Anyways, now we can just move the pawn over here. Or I have to play the F pawn, but we'll keep it simple and control the center. You just want to control the center. That's all you want to do. If you control the center, you're good to go. You just win the game. This point. All right. So he counters it. Now we can move here, knight here, or here. But we'll keep it simple and move. At the same time, it's kind of blocked with pawn. So what we can do is we can move pawn here. I don't want to really complicate things, honestly. No, I'm just kidding. It's too early to assume that. But we just want to take. If he takes, then we take. Surprisingly, he's not playing that bad for someone like this level. He doesn't blunder in his first move. And we want to defend with a knight, countering this knight. We might move knight over there. If he does, then we take this bishop out. We take on with the bishop. Yep, as I anticipated. Only flaw to that is I can now have the authority to take back. But I'm worried about this, but actually not too worried because this is attacking the knight. If it goes back, and I just move the bishop over here. Or as I like to do is we can just move the pawn here, attack kicking the knight again. It goes here, and then we get our bishop going. Or we'll just move the knight. Bishop is gonna take it. Now I'm taking my time with this as I go, just to like explain the process. And this guy is not playing that bad for someone who's 350 elos. So what you can do is we can kick the knight, the bishop. I think a lot of these Smurfs, I would say a lot of these Smurfs are basically, they're just like around 1200, 1300 elo, who knows how to play the game, but just wanna try to speedrun like I am. Now we can take, and we're up a pawn, so we don't need to like overthink this. So if he takes back, we have the choice to either play it safe and take the queen, or you could just retreat it. But in this case, you're ahead of a pawn, so taking is totally okay. And this kind of damages its structure a bit. Only flaw is that he's basically, this guy's a smurf at this point. But anyways, you want to just keep defending. Honestly, you just want to keep defending. Now I am aware he might just actually he might bring this bishop, but we can trade it off, or we can defend it, and we can try to defend it. This guy's not playing that bad for 350 elo. Hmm. But I think taking would be ideal. So he's given us a second pawn, and what he wants to do is he wants to trade again. We'll give him the benefit and just trade anyways. And we now attack the rook. Just keeping it simple. Now, let's analyze this move, because this is not a bad move either. The only thing is that he takes my rook if I give him a check. Now this is perfect for me to explain to you. So I have the option to either take his knight back. Potentially the rook comes into action. Might just gobble up the pawns if I allow it to. I long castle. And what this does is it initiates the attack on the knight as well as this rook. And this minor piece is like 3 points. This is 5 points. And this is like 3 points as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to castle. I'm aware he might give me a check or check, but we can take it back with a knight. So we're going to long castle. I'm going through this very slowly just to show you all how it is and just so you get an understanding of how this game works. But anyways, just play like that, and then you just think about your positions thoroughly, and then you just know what to do or what to play. Because if he retreats his knight somewhere, if he retreats it here, then I have this check. It's really devastating. I not only get a free rook, but I force the king elsewhere and just force him to go up there. So like here, 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 here. Okay. So he moves here, and this is not a good move because I just get a free bishop. But I see what he's doing. I think he's trying to pin my piece, but we'll assume that we don't know this, and we're just still trying to like be a beginner. When we're still beginners, we're just gonna assume that. All right. We just wait. We're up +5. So he just moved it. All right. So he does move his bishop. We'll look for the surroundings. So we can move. You know what? We don't need to do much. We'll just kick the bishop. Takes and we take back simply. Because you don't want to trade when you're low on material. Or lower on material, I should say. So I do see that he might at one point try to kick this in the bishop. So what we'll do is move the king here. Bear in mind that this bishop is guarding. Yep, as I anticipated. So trying to thoroughly analyze. So if I go here, then he's gonna move his rook here, and then I'll just take this, and then he gets a check. He just gets a free move. But we're not too concerned because bear in mind we're ahead of it. We're ahead. And bear in mind if he goes here, then maybe here, then I maybe just win with interest. So we go here, and then we may potentially treat the bishop back down there, trapping this rook if it goes down. Just like how I anticipate. Alright, has to bear in mind if he makes one blunder. Yep, this guy is definitely not 350 elo. I think he's just sort of smurfing. But I don't really see anything wrong with being 350 elo, to be honest. Honestly, if anything, good for you. Now we do have the option to take, but at the same time, if we go back, then you just take. Now we just trade. Now we can move this area. When it's being forked, means you can't move anywhere here. This is a danger zone for the rook, and we just win the free pawn. So we kind of win this material. And we're gonna speed it up a little bit. So we're just gonna play some chess. Now, if your king is attacking the bishop, the best defense for the bishop is to move with the subordinating pawn. So go here. And in this position, if he moves back, then we can just simply trade off materials to win the game. Because he only has 3 pawns, and we have 1 marching pawn. So it makes sense to trade off all the pieces. And this is what I like to call it the fox catching the chicken. Call it. This is what I like to call it. So we just gobble the pawns. Okay, now we just take, and we march these queen and get a checkmate, but we'll just make a knight instant. But he resigns, so we take the win again with no mistakes whatsoever. That's good. Now we keep going. Man, this is getting a little tiring, but one more game and then we'll call it a day. And we'll stop off at 100 elo. So he moves knight here. Target was put. He want to move knight there, defending that pawn. Now he's two way to play the Italian or the Spanish. And we decided to play with respond with knight. You can play here as a gambit or the pawn here, papa here, but we'll just keep it simple and play knight here. Responds with this, then he's gonna play the Halloween gambit. So he plays the classical variation of the Spanish opening. So we do want to respond with taking with just defending like that. Now we get the Berlin variation of the Ruy Lopez or the German variation. I don't know a lot of theories. I just memorize what kind of opening I'm playing with and just know what to do and just wing it, you know. So we just take, so we offer to take trade. Now, what I've noticed is that you don't want to like basically give up your bishop for a knight. That's from what I understand. Now he's targeting this pawn. You have two ways of defending it: either move it up or the bishop. I see this move being the stronger opposition or strong choice because his knight is kind of blocked and it's only forcing him over here, and we might win something at the end. So now if he moves here, then he's trying to go for that checkmate, but we could just castle and life is good, you know. Yep, so as I anticipated, we could just castle. And he can't. He has no he has no interest in trying to take this. We're just playing normal chess. We're not going for anything crazy. Now we have two options to either take, and then maybe potentially open barriers for the bishop to allow to gain tempo. Alright. But in this case, I just want to kick the knight, but it kind of weakens the position in a way. By a little. Not too significant. Because we want to kick this queen at one point. So, or, hmm, then we just try to weaken his pawn structure, his king's defense. Alright. Well, let's see what he plays. He totally disregarded the knight, so you don't want to. If it's being kicked, then don't disregard it. So he's gonna take, pin it, and we're gonna try to predict it. So we're gonna create a barrier for this. So it just takes. And we're gonna move this pawn here. So if he was here, then it's all good. Now he moves a knight there. We're kind of after the queen, so we'll just move pawn here, create a space for, just creating space for the bishop to attack to snipe the queen. Now he's offering this free pawn, so we'll take it. And then we have this beautiful fork, which targets three materials at once. Not only the queen, but potentially winning interest on knight or rook. So best defense was to move pawn here, but he didn't see that, so we'll just move here and just potentially winning the queen. Potentially winning the queen or the rook. But either trade is good. Now, what I like to do is instead of just attacking, we kind of want to just keep on attacking the queen if we can possibly do that. Cause he has nowhere else to go except here, and this is what we kind of want. Kind of want him to put him in a position where he doesn't gain any tempo. So we'll take. We'll happily take. And he knows we will trade back, so we'll take back. And we just won the game. All right. Okay, so he's trying to create a counterplay. And if he wants to create counterplay, then we'll create a counterplay. So we can either retreat the bishop or attack the queen again. But I'm worried if he brings this queen to this square. And it's not going to look nice. So we will just play it safe and put back. Or let me see if I'm missing. There's not a whole lot to it, but I think we can do that. I think he might move the queen there. However, it's being heavily protected by this bishop. Therefore, um, I should have moved here, actually. He's just kindly giving away free material, hoping to create some sort of counterplay. That's fine. Then we'll just put the knight here. Two moves, then we'll create another pressure. I'm just getting a little tired. And from there, we'll just take a break. Or I'll just summarize what we went through. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he moves his queen over there. I think he's trying to prepare something, but I don't see anything he can prepare on, so we just take it with our bishop. Here we go. Now we have this beautiful move, as I'm gonna show you. In this pawn here, then we take it with check. And then we can just win the rook. Alright. You can potentially move queen here, but we win I would say we still win the rook either way, so we don't need to take it immediately. Or he moves there. I guess that's fine. Hmm. Move here. Should I just take the rook? That'd be kind of funny. You can trade for rook because queen alone can't take on two bishops and rook at two rooks at the same time. But we'll keep it very simple and just defend. But in this case, you kind of do want to simplify. Simplifying's all right. You could just always simplify it. You just want to simplify and make it a lot harder for him to attack, you know? You don't want to give him any benefits that he could use to your disadvantage and capitalize it, you know? So we could just take this, and then slowly build our way. So he does that. I don't think there's any interest in this bishop anymore because this bishop's doing the work. And on top of that, we can just simply take, and if we give him a check if he tries to do something about it. So he takes, then we go here, and then he's forced to move there, and that's checkmate. We win, and then we'll call it off. Okay, so he doesn't see that move, so give him a check, and we just win the game. Checkmate. GG's. Just like that. We win. Okay, so I'm just gonna call it off of put the counter. So we won. Alright, so we've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There you go. That should do it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.